Could the owner of Sloth World face charges? I'm your iDrive community correspondent, Troy Campbell, and we're outside Sloth World, where it's a lot quieter now than it was a few days ago when I was here, when we saw workers still doing stuff inside. Now, following the announcement that another sloth has died, we spoke with State Rep Eskamani, who's calling for a state and federal investigation.
I had Republican lawmakers also reach out to me about this. I think all of that speaks to how there needs to be accountability.
State Representative Eskamani says her letter calls on Florida Attorney General James Uthmeier to investigate and hold Sloth World's owners accountable. She also wants the feds to step in.
If there's not criminal charges and there's not a closing of these loopholes in Florida law, nothing stops some other profiteer from pursuing the same type of business model.
Now, according to FWC officials, 31 sloths died back in December of 2024 during cold weather because they didn't have the proper habitat. But according to officials, that didn't stop the owner, Ben Agresta, from importing more sloths and moving forward with plans to open the attraction. Now, according to an FWC report from last month, it claims Sloth World had a total of 28 sloths. On Friday, we spoke with the Central Florida Zoo, just hours after they picked up 13 surviving sloths from Sloth World. That leaves 15 more sloths unaccounted for. Since the survivors arrived, the zoo has given daily updates saying each sloth needs round-the-clock care. Then on Wednesday, they announced the passing of the most critically ill sloth named Bandit. So on Monday, I also sent an email to FWC asking if they are investigating the owners of Sloth World for both the 31 sloths that died and also the treatment of the ones that remained. They replied in an email saying they were adding their law enforcement coordinator to the email, but so far we haven't heard back. Are you concerned that FWC was already aware of some of the stuff that was going on? They were inspecting inside of a building that wasn't even permitted?
Oh, 100%. I mean, we have heard from former employees who are not getting paid. We've heard from residents that are not being refunded. And all of that speaks to just how poorly managed the situation has been.
I also sent an email to the state attorney general's office asking if they've received the letter and if they plan to open an investigation. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated. Along iDrive, Troy Campbell, News 6.